One of my favorite questions to ask people is, what are you into right now? I don't know if it's the Gemini in me, but I feel like I'm always having obsessions, like through every different season in my life, whether it's the music I'm listening to or what I'm eating, what I'm reading, my habits, my routines, my beauty and self-care. I just get really into certain things. And I personally love listening to people get really granular with their routines or the things that they're doing right now that are supporting them or lighting them up or whatever is interesting them and that they're passionate about. I love hearing people talk about the things they're into and that they're passionate about. It's also great to be put on to things that somebody else has discovered that they swear by. And I always take that kind of advice the best. Like when somebody is recommending something to me, that is my favorite kind of content to go to discover new things to implement into my life or new products, whatever it may be. So I thought it would be fun if today we went over some things that are currently up-leveling my life. Some of these things are going to be things that you can actually buy. Others are going to be more embodiments, ways of being, mindsets, certain practices. Whatever I can, I will link below for you. If I can link things on Amazon, I will link it there so you can just find it in one easy place. And then, like I said, other things you can just begin to embody and try out today within your own self. I think this is just fun because there's no gatekeeping here. Like, I want to let you into my brain, the things that I'm surrounding myself with right now, the things that are giving me a lot of value and that I'm just obsessed with and utilizing behind the scenes, because this is the kind of content that I love and we're the same. So I know that you probably like this kind of stuff too. And also ask people this question. I feel like it's the best question to ask. Just like, what are you into right now? What's lighting you up? Do you have any interests or passions that are new or maybe not so new, but you're just really getting lit up by them right now? I feel like you can learn so much about a person from this question. And it's really fun to get a snapshot into someone's brain, what they're into at this moment, and then also see how it transforms and morphs and evolves over time. Like, this is a question that I ask my boyfriend probably like once a month. And it's just so fun to see how certain interests might change or how he might be into something new that I'm not even aware of and vice versa. So try it out. Also, let me know what you guys are into. Let me know in the comments if there's certain things that are lighting you up, certain products or interests. Like I said, I'm always open to being put on. As you guys may know, I'm also in like a really weird season of life right now. I'm kind of in between two places because I am moving in 6 days, I guess now. Wait, 5 days now. I'm moving in 5 days. By the time you see this, I may already be in my moving journey. So because I am moving, my life is a little chaotic at the moment. Like, nothing is stable. Everything's in boxes and I'm not as grounded in my routines as I like to be, as normally feels supportive and good to me. So with that said, I do of course have like habits and mindsets and things to share with you guys here today, but I'm really excited to do this again in maybe a month or 2 months. I got to give myself some time to settle because this is a big move that I'm making. I'm not just moving somewhere else in Los Angeles. I'm moving to a completely new state and I think I'm going to take some time to acclimate. But once I am settled in and I'm grounded in my new routines and ways of being there, I definitely want to do an updated version of this video and share the things that are lighting me up in that season too. So I think this will be fun to kind of see the evolution of as well for you. I'm going to run through things as quickly as I can while still giving you the good, juicy, granular little details that I know that I like to get from people. But if you have any questions, obviously always feel free to ask below in the comments. And again, I will link out whatever I can. And if I can link it from Amazon, I will link it from Amazon for you too. I'm actually surprised by how much I have to share with you guys. but I've been collecting a lot of favorites recently. And also I asked you guys on my Instagram story what favorites or interests you wanted to hear from me. And so that really helped to prompt me with things that maybe I wouldn't have thought of, but really got me into thinking about other topics or other areas that I have some unique interests in at the moment. Starting with beauty and wellness, I get asked a lot about my beauty and wellness routines. Currently, right now, my skin is not at its best because I was kind of experimenting with other products for a while and it didn't turn out so well. So I'm back to my OGs, my all-time holy grail favorite products. And so I'm really excited to show you guys what those are. I actually put off filming this video until I had my favorite moisturizer back because I need to put you on. If you aren't using this moisturizer, if you don't know about this brand or aren't using this brand, I cannot praise it enough. This is the Kora Organics Turmeric Glow Moisturizer. I don't even know what to say about this. All I can say is it's perfect. It's like rich and thick. I actually have pretty dry skin, but also kind of like combination skin at the same time, like oily in certain spots, like around my nose and eyes. And this just does it for me. Also, I use the same brand's face wash. It's the turmeric face wash. And that's also just a staple for me at this point too. You really see the difference in your skin using these products. And I believe that they're all really clean and all natural. It's Miranda Kerr's brand. So 10 out of 10, highly, highly recommend this. Something else that I have been doing for years at this point, and I've seen such a difference in my facial structure, like genuinely how my face looks, and also in my skin as a whole. I feel like it's been very detoxifying, really like snatches you, and you probably already know what I'm gonna say, but gua sha, also I don't know if I'm saying that right because I just heard somebody the other day say gua sha. Is it gua sha or is it gua sha? I don't know, but I should because I do this literally every single day. This is from Arcanum LA. I'll link it down below. It is black obsidian. And then we also have a rose quartz and a jade. I take this thing with me everywhere. I also have that thing that I've been seeing going pretty viral on TikTok lately. That's like the electric face shaper. Granted, I haven't used it probably long enough to see results. I haven't been as consistent with it, but I feel like I get the same results from gua sha, and I've been doing this, like I said, for years. This is the face oil that I'm using currently. It's Herbivore Lapis oil, and this lasts me so long, by the way. I've been using this for a very long time, and let me give you a little tip because I just learned this, that if you put face oil on before your other beauty products, it makes it harder for the other beauty products to penetrate your skin. Like nothing is going to penetrate past oil. So now what I've been doing, and maybe you already know this, but I didn't know it, so I'm gonna make sure that you know it in case you don't. I now do all my skincare and then do a little bit of the oil on top, and then that's when I gua sha. These two together, everything. Like I said, I'll link this down below for you. It is from Arcanum LA. Any face oil will work, but I've been using this for quite a while and I really, really like it. Let me know too if you guys want a video on how I specifically gua sha, because I just have it down now. And like I said, I just feel like it's really snatched my face over the years. And especially, I didn't do it today, but especially right after I do it, you can just so see the difference. I'm also really prone to having bags under my eyes. It's genetics, but it gets a lot worse if I'm not sleeping as well, or if I have allergies, or honestly, if I haven't even had coffee in the morning. So gua sha and my eye bags, it's made such a difference for me. Okay, I don't have this product with me, but have you heard of slugging? Do you guys know what slugging is? If you don't, it is when you put Vaseline like all over your body before you go to sleep, and you just kind of sleep in that overnight and let it soak in and hydrate your body. I have, like I mentioned on my face, very, very dry skin. I am still working to find the best lotion. Like it is, you have no idea. Behind the scenes, that is my life's mission. Like I am always trying all different body lotions. I've probably tried them all, but I'm still on the hunt for my very favorite body moisturizer. I'm obsessed with putting lotion on, like truly obsessed. I have to do it morning and night. I have to have my skin feel soft or else it just completely bothers me all day. So I have been slugging with Vaseline at night lately. I don't do it every night, but especially after I fake tan, which granted is probably also why I have fairly dry skin because fake tan really dries out your skin. So I've been doing slugging the night after I fake tan. Honestly, it has made a difference. I'd say my skin feels more moisturized after I've done slugging, but still on the hunt for a good lotion. But just wanted to mention that to you if you're a fake tan girly or if you have dry skin like I do. I mentioned in my last podcast or YouTube video, wherever you're watching this, that I recently burnt off my eyelashes using one of those at-home eyelash perm things. I've done it once before and it turned out great. And the second time I was a little distracted, let's say, while doing it. And I basically fried off all my eyelashes. So I have since really grown them back. They still aren't 100%, but they have grown. And I have to give credit partially to this. It is from the brand Sweed and it's a pro eyelash serum. You can also put on your eyebrows, which I've been doing as well, because not only did I fuck up my eyelashes, I also fucked up my eyebrows at the same time. So we've just, on the beauty front, she's been going through it a little, okay? But this has helped a lot. I will definitely be getting more of this. I'm really obsessed and it does what it says it's going to do. So highly recommend. And I've also noticed that my eyelashes have grown back thicker. Like they just feel fuller now. I've always had really long eyelashes, but not as full, and I just feel like they're doing something. I got asked on my Instagram stories to share some of my favorite perfumes, and you have no idea how excited I am to answer this. I've been waiting my whole life for somebody to ask me for my favorite perfumes because I am definitely a scent girly. I'm a lotion girly and I'm a scent girly. These are like my outside of spirituality, manifestation, mindset, all of that kind of stuff. Lotion and scents are my other passions. And scents with candles, with sprays, with perfumes. I just love scents. It's just like a luxurious thing to me. So as a perfume connoisseur in my mind, I have quite a few to share with you. Another toxic trait about me when it comes to perfume or honestly any scents is that I get really sick of them. So just as much as I can get obsessed with a scent, it will happen like that all of a sudden I cannot have that scent anywhere near me. It will make me feel nauseous. It will give me a headache, a stomach ache. I don't know what it is. I've actually been even more sensitive to scents lately to the point that a couple months ago, I actually thought I was pregnant because I just could not handle any scents at all for like an entire month. And it really scared me, but we're good. Knock on wood. That's not wood. I don't have wood, but I will knock on wood at some point. Anyways, so currently I'm kind of in a weird thing with scents. Like I don't have a perfume that I'm wearing every day right now. I did put one on for the vibe of this podcast just because I was going to share with you some of my favorite scents, but I'll still share with you some ones that I cycle through, some that have been favorites recently in the past. I still recommend them. I still think that they smell great. I just get weird with wearing scents sometimes, and maybe I'll like it for an hour and then I just want it off of me. I'm also really starting to get into, and we'll see how this develops by the next time I do one of these videos, because I'm really getting into more like essential oils, natural scents, which I've always been into. Like I love my diffusers, but wearing more natural scents like that as well. I'm also very aware of toxins in perfumes and beauty products and things like that. So I think maybe getting more conscious about that has probably swayed the way that I feel about wearing perfumes. Nonetheless, I love a perfume. I love a good scent, so I'm going to share them with you. I'm actually wearing this one today. This is by Rado Oud Immortelle. This has I don't even know how to explain it, kind of like a library. Like it just smells kind of masculine. I actually got super sick of this scent for a while, but today, for some reason, I was craving putting this on. It's like a mature scent. It smells like you should be somewhere fancy, if that makes sense. Like you should be somewhere classy, luxurious, upscale. Also, I really use scents for manifestation as well. Like scents have always been such an anchor point for me for my next level selves, whether it is a certain candle scent that kind of gives me the vibe of an environment that I'd want to be in, or it's a perfume that gives me the vibe of what I feel like my next level self would wear. Scents are such a manifestation tool for me. Definitely recommend her if you're into more of that kind of classy, mature scent. It's probably not for everyone, especially if you're more into sweet scents. It's definitely not sweet. It's more like a smoky, which I tend to kind of like a bit of a smoky scent. I finally started getting the smaller size perfumes because I get so sick of them. So rather than getting a giant perfume bottle, I now get smaller sizes since I am usually done with them pretty quick. This has been my most recent favorite scent. I'm also wearing this one today. I know that's probably a sin to so many people to mix perfumes, but I kind of do that a lot because, like I said, I'll get sick of a scent, and the solution to me for that is to mix and kind of make my own scent. It's the Noir 29 from Labo. This, like I said, has been my most recent go-to. I'm wearing it today along with Oud Immortelle, and this smells like wearing lingerie. I can't explain it any other way. Like it smells like you're just like sexy. Go smell it and you'll get the vibes. And then them together gives a little bit more of a sweeter scent to the smokiness, but this is also not sweet in a floral way. Now I'm doing like a scent review. Okay, I need to speed through this. Tonka was my go-to for years. Again, this is by Labo. This has like a very cinnamony scent to it. I'm coming out of that weird scent thing that I was going through because smelling this right now, I'm like, ooh, I want to wear this. Yeah, I love Tonka. It has a very cinnamony, spicy smell. Okay, now I'm going to tell you my secret, but don't tell anyone. I love to smell unique. That's also kind of why I like to mix scents, because I like to have a different smell. And so this is one of my favorite pairings. Tonka with vanilla. Yes, kitty baby. I wish you could see them right now. They're like cuddled up together. This is definitely sweeter, like a sweeter vanilla scent. And then these two mixed together. I can't believe I'm telling that. I kind of don't want to tell it. No, I said I wouldn't gatekeep. I'm not gatekeeping. This is good. This smells really nice. And then I feel like if you're into perfumes, you know Baccarat, and you've probably gotten into Baccarat Rouge before. This, again, smells just like fancy, luxurious. My boyfriend actually does not like this scent very much, so I was really obsessed with it for like a month, but again, kind of over it now, kind of leaning back towards my other ones that I just went over with you. I have so many more that I could show you, but these are my most recent favorites and the ones that I'm feeling really drawn to again right now. Okay, now making a switch into a different category, which I don't know what we can call this, maybe like wellness, I guess, or food even. Like I said, I like to get granular with the people that I follow. I love to know like everything that they're into. I want to know their workout routines. I want to know what they're eating. I want to know what perfume they're wearing. And not even for me to necessarily adopt all those things, right? Because we're all individuals, but just because I feel like I can take what's going to benefit me and leave behind what doesn't. And I'm always open, like I said, to being put on to new things. So I'll give you guys a little bit of background before I show you this next item. I have been really working to eat more protein lately. It's a part of my fitness journey, I guess right now, building muscle, which is something that I've been working on as well. I was going to get into my workout routine, but I think I'm going to save that for another video. Maybe we'll do a whole health, wellness, fitness theme video just because I don't want to make this too long and I can go on about my workout routine because it's beyond a workout routine. It's like a spiritual experience for me, but that's besides the point. I've been trying to gain muscle. I've really struggled a bit to gain muscle, and I think that's partially because I have not been eating enough protein. So within the last few months, I've definitely made a priority to eat more protein. I found the perfect protein powder. It's clean and it is the only one that I can stomach. I do not like the taste of protein powder. So let me put you on. This is from Flav City and it is the vanilla cream protein powder. Listen, I'm a chocolate girl, but the vanilla cream is where it's at. And with this, then you can add whatever else you want to add to it, right? So when I'm just making a smoothie, I love to mix it with frozen strawberries. Tastes like a strawberry smoothie. And what I've been eating every single day, genuinely, every single day. In the winter, I'll tell you first, I was eating gluten-free oats with that protein powder mixed in. So something that was more warming, hearty with the protein. But now that it's warming up and I don't really like to eat like warm foods as much in the summer, I have been eating Greek yogurt with that protein powder mixed in. And I think it has, I want to say 40 grams of protein, but I honestly think it's more with the Greek yogurt and the protein powder. It has a lot of protein in it. And then on top, I'll just do either berries or some type of jam that has no sugar added, but it's just fruit. Sometimes I'll top it with a nut butter. Actually, I do that a lot just to get in a healthy fat. Chia seeds, I always add chia seeds and I always mix in maca. I eat this every single day. It keeps me full. I usually have it around like 11. That's just the time I normally get hungry. And it will keep me full until like 4 or 5 o'clock. Sometimes I'll have a little snack before dinner. Little one though. But it really fills you up, and granted, I kind of do a big portion, I will say as well, because sometimes I can't even eat the whole portion. I'll put half of it back in the fridge and then come back to it later. But try it out. It gives you so much protein. I would not hit my protein goals if it were not for that protein powder and Greek yogurt. You guys also asked for my meal prep salad, which I will link below for you as well. It's called the Jennifer Aniston salad. You can find it on Pinterest just by searching that, I'm sure. But it's my favorite salad to meal prep. I double the recipe, but also that's for me and my boyfriend. And it makes lunches for us for an entire week. Highly recommend. It's really fresh. You're really going to love it during spring, summertime because it's a cold salad. And again, has a lot of protein in it because of chickpeas. I'll link it down below. It's really easy to make as well. I've been super into meal prep for the last, I'd say, year. I've like come off and on it, but I'm really excited to get settled in my new home for that reason as well, to get back on my meal prep grind and find some new recipes to share with you guys. Just makes life so much easier when I meal prep. And like I said, helps me with reaching my fitness goals because I'm making sure that I'm eating enough protein, which is what I really tend to struggle with. Also, kind of in food or drink category, I tend to have what I feel like is a problem retaining water. I feel like I can drink water all day long and it just goes straight through me and I can never feel like I'm staying hydrated. So I've been obsessed with LMNT and this flavor specifically, the orange salt. This is my favorite flavor. It's my boyfriend's favorite. It is salty, but it has a good orange taste. And I like an orange taste. Like I like an orange Celsius as well. But this has helped a lot. And I really notice a difference if I drink one of these that I don't feel like when I drink water, it's just pouring out of me and I can actually retain more of the hydration. And especially since I have been working out a lot more and I've been doing workouts in the gym and actually sweating, which is wild for me because I used to just be a Pilates princess and I didn't really sweat a lot. But I just feel like this is helping me to rehydrate and hydrate in general because I don't know what's up with me and hydration, but it's hard for me to retain hydration in that way. Okay, this is one of the things that I was most excited to show you guys. I have it right here. I should actually blow it out, but this is my favorite candle right now. And like I said, I have a scent obsession. Candles are one of those obsessions. Trust me, every time we do one of these videos, I will have a candle that I am obsessed with. And my thing is my whole house has to then smell like my favorite scent. So I will buy like 5 of the same candle and you get the deal. So this is, I literally have it lit right now and I should probably blow it out because I think that's a fire hazard. I don't want to inhale the smoke. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. This is the Deeper Well candle by Boy Smells, and it's in collaboration. Now I'm like sloshing the wax all over the place. Don't do what I just did. I just didn't want to like burn my hand, okay? This is from the Casey Musgraves collab. I mean, Deeper Well, duh, which is also a song that I really like right now. So it just goes hand in hand. And honestly, I'm going to be honest with you. When I first received this candle and I smelled it out the box, I didn't think I was going to like it. Like I said, I'm weird with scents. I either love them or I cannot stand them at all and I need them as far away from me as possible. I did not think I was going to like this scent when I first smelled it, but I decided to light it to just, you know, see what the vibe was about. And holy fuck, this is my favorite scent. I'm obsessed with it. I have not gotten sick of it whatsoever yet. I've even been trying to savor it until I move because I don't want to place a new candle order until I move. So this has been my singular candle that I've been using very sparingly, but I always light a candle when I'm filming. It just puts me in a good vibe. I don't even know how to describe the scent, but I actually looked it up online a couple weeks ago because I was like, what is this? Why does this smell so good to me? And I was actually surprised because online it said something about mushrooms. But also if you read it here, there's raspberry, lavender, oak moss, saffron. But I thought it was really interesting that it did mention mushrooms because it has a very earthy yet sweet smell. And I feel like this smell encompasses my next level self as I'm moving into my new home. Like this is what I want my new home to smell like. It's just giving like frolicking in a garden in the summer. You're like eating your fruit, you're in a sundress, you're laying out in the sun, and this is the smell. That's the best description that I can give to you. Okay, last in this section is Cymbiotica's topical magnesium oil. This shit works, and I'm actually so shocked how well it works. I was a little skeptical about it. My boyfriend brought it home one day because he's actually recently gotten super into Cymbiotica, which we love that. Health King go off. And he brought it home to help us sleep better. You apply it twice a day. And I truly feel like when I apply this at night, it helps to calm me down so much and helps me to sleep. And when I apply this, on the days I apply this, I'm out like a baby. Like I'm a pretty good sleeper, but this just like, I'm like in a deep sleep. It also smells like lavender, and you know, Cymbiotica is always really high quality ingredients and everything. So it smells like that really good, true lavender scent, and I'm loving it right now. One of the questions that I got asked is my favorite clothes, specifically my basics. So one thing to know about me is, although I love fashion and I love clothes and I love getting dressed and feeling cute, I feel most comfortable when I'm in basics. Like when I'm in a simple top or a simple tank top and jeans, and then I accessorize from there. That's kind of my vibe. That's what I've found I'm most comfortable in. I'll also wear like big band tees a lot with like jean shorts. That's also like one of my uniforms. So that's just how I tend to feel most comfortable. So I kind of feel like I have tried a lot of basics to just have easy clothes to throw on. Like I said, I like to keep it super simple, super casual, and then I accessorize with jewelry, which funny enough is part of the reasons why I started a jewelry brand, because it's just my way of expressing my style. My fashion sense is more through jewelry necessarily than through my clothes. I guess through my clothes too, but I also keep it really basic most of the time. So first of all, I thrift a lot, and that's where I get a lot of my clothes from, whether it's off of Depop or actually going to vintage shops. Anytime me and my boyfriend are traveling and we see a vintage shop, we will go in. I just think it's so cool to find things that are like treasures. I feel like I'm treasure hunting when I'm vintage shopping. And like I said, a lot of our band tees or old graphic tees, they're all thrifted. My boyfriend's like a pro at online thrifting as well. And he does a lot on eBay. He's a pro at thrifting on eBay. I'm more of a Depop girl, but you can get a lot more deals if you go on eBay. So definitely try that out. But as far as like my daily kind of uniform, as I'd call it, I love Skims for tops. I think Skims, Kim knows what she's doing. Kim knew what she was doing with that cut, like with the t-shirt, and she knew. She knows what she's doing. The Skims tops just fit so good because they really hug you in the right way. So you can wear just a plain shirt and you still feel hot in it. Like it still looks good. And I've never found a top that fits in the right length and then tightness as the Skims tops and tank tops. So definitely recommend Skims. Also, my like nighttime routine or my nighttime uniform is the Skims bralette, just the scoop neck one, I think it's called, and then the boy shorts. I wear that every single night. That is what I sleep in or what I just chill in if I'm at the house and we're just hanging out. It is so comfortable. Give credit where credit is due. She knows what she's doing. And then as far as bottoms, I love something that I've learned about my body, and learning how to dress for your body is such a key, and dressing for yourself in general, for what looks best on you and what makes you feel good as well. I think that's part of the most important aspect of getting dressed. But I've realized I have very long legs. I'm 5'10". Most of the time people don't realize that. I'm 5'10", and I have very long legs and a shorter torso compared to my legs, in my opinion. That's how I see myself. So you know how for years we were wearing high-waisted jeans? That doesn't look great on me. And I didn't really realize that until low-waisted jeans became a thing again. And I've been wearing low-waisted jeans, and that does something for me. So if you feel like things always look weird on you, and maybe you feel like you have a shorter torso, I cannot recommend enough to invest in some good low-rise jeans. So when I say low-rise jeans, I don't mean like the ones that we might have worn when we were like in middle school or high school, but I love a baggy pair of Levi's. So you can find this thrifting, you can find it in your boyfriend's closet, you can find it on Depop, eBay. Just know your size, know your inseam, which like I said, I'm 5'10", I have long legs, so that's very important. And just collect a good denim collection, because my uniform is truly putting on one of my Skims tops and a pair of low-waisted baggy Levi jeans. I think it's the most flattering thing on my body to wear, and it's super comfortable. I mean, I'm wearing baggy Levi's right now and I'm sitting, you know, cross-legged on my bed. It's that comfy. Okay, favorite Arcanum LA pieces right now. You guys know, you probably see me wear this all the time, the Rapture Stacker rings. These are my favorite bracelets right now. I'm not going to tell you what they're for. You can look online, but wearing citrine, obsidian, and red jasper, and then wearing tourmaline and malachite. I will just give you insight onto malachite, but malachite is great for when you're in a period of change or transformation. So it's obviously why I'm wearing malachite right now. And then for necklaces, obviously I love everything on Arcanum LA, but I'm just going to show you my current favorites. I'm wearing the Animus Corpus Anima necklace right now. I just put it on a longer chain so it would hang a bit longer. Then this is the Taiki necklace, Green Aventurine. I'm liking like a low hanging necklace right now, if you can't tell. Red Jasper Donut Wrap. I also really like this right now as more of a choker. This is the dragon necklace. I'm really loving this one, not just for the crystals in it, but also just the vibe. I just think it's so cool. And this is just kind of the vibe I'm on right now. If if that makes sense. And then when I designed this, I actually wanted it to be double layered. So I made a smaller one. This is the dragon necklace, and then this is the dragon stacker. So I made a smaller one. The only difference is this one has garnet and this one doesn't, but you can layer them together or you can wear it separately. And this is just a cute, simple, like easy throw on choker that has so many good crystals in it that are the vibe I'm wanting to embody right now, the vibe of the year of the dragon, which we are in right now. So a lot of like luck and abundance energy, both of these necklaces, and strength. And like I said, the colors of this and just overall the pattern is just the vibe I'm on right now. I really am loving this. It's simple, but cool and gives like this natural feel. Yeah, it really reminds me of just kind of nature, like rocks and stones. I mean, obviously it's crystals, but just has the different grays and kind of golds and browns of being outside in nature, maybe in like Sedona or somewhere with really pretty mountains and stones. I just really, really love this pattern right now. Also loving this golden obsidian single bead necklace. Golden obsidian is just so stunning. If you can really see, I feel like in the product shots of this necklace, you can't even tell how gorgeous this is, but I'm loving this. Then these are also from the newer drop along with the dragon necklaces. So this is a vixen choker. Again, a super simple, easy, like throw on necklace. And I'm loving this pattern too. Just the simplicity of the garnet and the hematite. I think it's super cute. And also loving this garnet necklace as well, the Eros necklace. And it has like these shiny square garnet beads. I'm really into garnet this year. I got asked a lot for sharing with you guys my favorite books or the books that I'm reading. And I was going to share that, but honestly, so many of my books are boxed up right now. So I'm probably going to do a whole video on my books, my book collection, once I move, once we've unpacked all my books, because it just wouldn't be doing it justice if I were to do it now. This is a random favorite and these are really dirty, but these glasses from Amazon, they're so dirty right now. Ignore that. But these are blue light glasses that I use while I work. My eyesight has always been 20/20 and it started to rapidly decline within the last year because of how much I'm on a phone or on my laptop. I can hardly work on my laptop anymore without my eyes hurting unless I'm wearing blue light glasses. I will link these down below for you. I think they're cute too. Like I feel like a sexy secretary vibe, you know? Somebody asked me what my favorite thing that I'm experiencing right now is, and I'd have to say it, although it's chaotic and although it's a lot, and more than I thought it would be, the move is just what's really my favorite thing right now. And this new chapter that me and my family, me and my boyfriend are entering into in our lives right now. It's really exciting. It's kind of like the first time in a really long time that I felt like, oh shit, we are on the verge of just a complete quantum leap and a complete life transformation. Obviously, you guys have seen me grow and evolve over the years, but this is the first time from my big quantum leap when I went from, you guys know my transformation. This is the most similar to that feeling that I have felt in a while. Although I've up-leveled, although I've changed, although I've grown, although I've improved, this is just a massive life change. Like we are moving from one state to another state that we've never lived in before, that we barely even visited before. My boyfriend is leaving his job to work full-time for Arcanum, which has been my dream from the start of starting my business and the start of even really getting into manifestation. That everything that's manifesting right now, this move, the new home that we're moving into, the lifestyle change, my boyfriend now working full-time for Arcanum, these were the intentions I set way back when. So this is really lighting me up. It's giving me so much energy, although there is a lot of chaos in a move and moving our business to a different state and all the changes that are happening alongside that. this is my favorite thing that's happening right now, and I'm really excited to get into it more with you guys. I'm actually going to film another episode right when I finish this, talking more about my move. So you guys will see more about that very, very soon. I also got asked my favorite places in LA, but I think I'm going to save that to put in the next episode. And I want to ask my boyfriend his favorite spots too, because I'm going to make him have a little feature in that episode. So if you want to know my favorite spots in LA, be sure to watch that, which will be the next episode that comes out after this one. Now wrapping up with some randoms and more kind of embodiments or energetic things. I'm super into, and I mentioned this in the last episode as well, really embodying more of my feminine energy. This has been a journey for me for the last, let's say, 2 years. It's been something that I've really studied, that I've learned more about. It's something that I talk a lot about in Scale, which, by the way, I should mention, this is the final week, if you're seeing this live, to get in on late enrollment into this current round of Scale. Otherwise, you can get on the wait list and you can wait until I open it again in fall. But it's so important to have a balance of both masculine and feminine energy. I will do a whole episode on this once I move, but it's not that I'm focusing on feminine over the masculine, but I just really feel this call to be more in that feminine. Maybe it has something to do with the move and just the change of our lifestyle and way of living, and having more support in my business from my boyfriend soon, as he's coming on board to work full time for me. But I'm just wanting to do more feminine energy things, and I'm honoring that because I know, and what I know about feminine energy is that's my invitation from my divine feminine to step more into that. Even as simple as you guys see me wear a lot of black, and as simple as wearing white and these little frilly bralettes and lace vintage Dior night dress or shirt, whatever you want to call it. It's just making me feel more feminine, wearing my hair down more because I'm so prone to wearing my hair up. I don't know. I just like the way I look with my hair up better, but just being more in that flowy energy. I've also been listening to a lot more female musicians, which I was asked about my favorite musicians. I'll have to go into that in another episode. Maybe I'll do like books, musicians, podcasts, shows, movies, that all of that kind of stuff in another episode. But I used to not listen to a lot of female musicians other than Lana Del Rey. She's always been number one for me, but I always listened to pretty masculine music in hindsight. And so I've been introducing more female musicians. Like I said, I've been into Casey Musgrave's new album. Of course, Lana Del Rey, she just snaps me right back into that feminine energy all the time. I've also been liking Chappell Roan, which usually is so not my type of music, but I've just been trying to get into that girly pop vibe, like more of that feminine energy, reminding myself of the girly girl I was growing up, because I was such a girly girl as a child. And I just hardened a lot over the years and had to put on this tough exterior and ultimately masculine shell of protection that protected me from my emotions, from pain. And I'm really breaking that down now and allowing myself to kind of revisit those girly things that I loved as a child. And that's really helping me to step more into my feminine as well. I mean, on the theme of music, I've been listening to Britney and Gwen Stefani and old Beyonce, and it's just taking me back to when I was a little girl, and that was the music that I listened to. And I loved women. I loved girls. And I'm just embracing more of that in this season of my life. Along with that, because this is also an example of feminine energy, I mentioned to you that I'm in a weird season of life because I'm in between this home, and in just a couple days, I'm moving to a different state. So my life is in this weird limbo. Sorry, this strap does not want to stay up, which is why we have a bralette under it. So I'm in this weird limbo. And so, as I mentioned, my routines aren't as solid as I usually like them to be. And I usually like to have pretty solid routines from a place of support and self-love, because it really keeps me grounded. It keeps me tapped in. It keeps me feeling my best. But with where I'm at in this season of life, that's just not it for me right now. So I've been really leaning into flexible routines, and I have my anchors. I have the things that I know that support me, the tools, the modalities, the spiritual practices, and I allow myself to kind of pick and choose from them and put them together as needed to support me however I need to be supported uniquely and specifically on that day. And that's been really helpful for me in this time of life because I'm still making sure that I'm making time for myself and giving myself that energetic or mental, spiritual support that I need to feel my best, but I'm also not putting any constrictions around it or any firm guidelines. And I'm just really letting myself flow with what is best nourishing me during this season. Something that I'm working on, and I'll just share it here, it's really dropping comparison. I've kind of gone back into a phase lately of dealing with comparison, which I know is just not it. And I really worked through this for years in the past and got to a really good place around last year, like last summer. If you watch some of my videos there, I actually think that I talked about it and how much it supported me to stop comparing. But I just fell back into some weird habits lately. And in therapy, I was able to kind of uncover that possibly part of that is from the move and the stress and the chaos of a move, and it just bringing up a lot of those old shadow aspects of myself. So I'm putting this out here that it's been a work in progress lately to stop comparing, but with each day that I really intentionally work to not fall into that pattern, into that habit, I feel better and better and more confident, more solid and sure within myself, and just giving myself more self-love, more grace. We can talk about this in another episode as well, because obviously it's so layered. And I think it's something so many of us women struggle with or deal with. And it's a journey. It is a journey. Final two things. I've been super into vlogs lately. Like I'm loving long form content, whether it's a vlog, whether it is a podcast, whether it's a sit down YouTube and somebody talking like this. I'm really preferring that over short form content lately, like something you would see on Reels or Instagram or TikTok. Obviously, it's more time consuming, but I just feel like I get more out of it. I'm also really particular with what I give my time and energy to. So it's not like I'm spending all day watching a million people. I like to take in content, take in information, and then really sit with it and make sure I'm not oversaturating myself with information that I am taking in. So having that balance is really important, but I've noticed such a difference in my mindset, in my ability to actually apply information that I'm gaining and to just get value out of content from really taking in more long form content and less short form content. And like I mentioned, I'm really liking vlogs as just inspiration lately. I like to watch other women who run businesses, who are just examples of women in business, women balancing masculine and feminine energy. I really like to see, and I like to see what the girls are doing. I like to see how girls are furnishing their homes and just see women be passionate about these things and enjoy their lives and romanticize their lives. Somebody that I really like, and it's interesting because I wouldn't say we're the same kind of like vibe, you know, we're very different vibes, but I love watching her, is Paige Lorenz. I just love to see her running a business as well as a woman and making meals and furnishing her home. It's very calming for me. And that's part of the reason also why I want to get more into vlogging, and am going to vlog my entire move and vlog myself getting situated in my new home, furnishing my home, all of that kind of stuff. Because personally, I love that content. Let me know if you do too. But I want to do it in my way as well, while also mixing in talks like this, you know, like what I'm working through in my mindset, what is bringing me into deeper alignment, what spiritual or wellness practices I'm doing, what breakthroughs I'm having, or topics, situations I'm working through and overcoming, what's going on with my manifestations, and just creating it in a way that I can show you an example of a woman in business, a woman who is an entrepreneur and who is also just living a really rich life. And I don't mean rich in wealth, that too, but a rich life of just love and passion and alignment, and also be able to share with you what I'm navigating through at the same time. So that's also really exciting me, something that I'm really into right now and really excited to get into more. And then kind of on that same front, home makeover. I'm so into home makeover stuff right now because I'm about to move. I'm about to completely furnish my home from scratch. So I can go into more of that in my moving video, which I will be filming next, and just tell you how I'm planning my home makeover, my vision board that I've created for furnishing my dream home, and all of those details there. But it's definitely lighting me up in this season of life, and definitely a passion or an interest that I'm having right now. Okay, my loves, I hope that you enjoyed this episode. I know it's different than anything I've ever done before. I don't think I've ever done an episode like this before, but I hope that you enjoyed it. I'd love to know what is lighting you up, what is helping you to up level right now, what you're into, what you're passionate about, what your interests are. So definitely let me know in the comments, and let me know if you'd like to see more videos of this sort as well. I thought it was really fun. So whatever. I hope that you have an amazing day. I am sending you so much love and so much good fucking energy, and I'll see you next time. Bye.